Hello and welcome to Recently Seen Horror, where I tell you about what I've recently seen, obviously. Now, since I turned 20 a week ago, thank you, I decided to take a look at a 1981 slasher film called Happy Birthday to Me. 1981 was a great year for slasher movies. Not only did we get such fan favorites as The Burning, The Prowler, and Terror Train, it also started a cycle of films based off of holidays and calendar events, obviously taking their cue from Halloween and Friday the 13th. Some of these were really good, some of them were not so good. But Happy Birthday to Me being one of these movies is definitely one of the good ones. It kicks ass! The plot of Happy Birthday to Me is a little hard to talk about without giving too much away. But essentially it's about a girl named Virginia, who is proud that she is part of what is called the top 10, namely the richest, most popular kids at school. She hangs out with them every day and they do everything together. But as we get closer and closer to her birthday party, strange murders begin to occur and all her friends seem to be fading away. Could these murders be connected with the repressed memories of a terrible accident that happened to her 1 year earlier? Yeah, I know, it doesn't exactly sound like anything unique or anything outside of the norm for slasher movies, but it is just executed in a far more interesting way, and it works. But other than a fun and well-executed story, what does this movie have that so few other slashers have? Well, for one, it has far better characters, played by a far better cast. Everyone around here is pretty enjoyable to watch. Even though they're actually kind of assholes, you feel for them. They feel like friends. It actually feels real that these guys are friends. And even though they do fit into the occasional stereotype, they're still fun to watch. They don't dwell too much in the stereotype. They don't overplay it, and that's very, very refreshing. But other than a good set of characters and a good story, there are, of course, the murders! Try taking a look at the poster. 6 of the most bizarre murders you'll ever see. Yeah, that's about right. All of these murders are incredibly creative and inventive. They're incredibly gruesome and merciless. And let's not forget, gory. I mean, take a look at the poster again. A guy is killed with a shish kebab. Try telling me how much more awesome it can get. It doesn't get more awesome. Death by shish kebab. Seriously! Now, when I first checked out this movie, I was stunned at how long it is. It's actually 1 hour and 50 minutes. This is from a time when most of these slashers, actually most slashers made today, they don't really cross the 85-minute line. And this is 1 hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hours of slasher film. I was worried that it wouldn't be able to hold the pace, but actually it's pretty fun. When you're not watching these very well set and very inventive and entertaining murders, you're either watching the characters having fun with each other. I don't necessarily mean only sex, by the way, you sick fucks. Or you're watching Virginia having some very interesting therapy lessons with her psychologist to unlock some of her repressed memories. By the way, funny trivia, take a look at the poster again. John will never eat shish kebab again. There is not a single character named John in the movie. Why does it say John in the poster? It is a mystery. The movie generally has the advantage of having a slightly higher budget than most of these things, and was actually received a little better by critics. I personally think it's because it seems to borrow a couple of elements from the more artsy Italian horror films known as the giallo films. I might talk about those some other times. Now, the only real problem I have with this movie is the ending. It's not that it's a bad ending, it's actually pretty cool and pretty effective and a little creepy. But the thing about it is that it quite literally comes out of nowhere. From what I heard, apparently they had written a very predictable ending, and they figured they needed a twist ending. Okay, so they came up with something that there was absolutely no build up to at all during the film. So it makes the ending kind of you know, waddle on unstable ground. I personally liked the ending, but it would have been nice if there had been some clue to it. That's what you get sometimes. So in conclusion, to horror fans, and especially slasher fans, I can only recommend this movie. It's fun, it's interesting, it's long, it's gory, and it features death by shish kebab. Death by shish kebab. Chew a bit on that. Until next time, stay scared.